We are at number 33, and we've got some audio to listen to. Here we go, everybody. Let's take a listen to this work for Hanes Brands.
So what if I'm extra? I'm the craveable type. Fall in love with myself. I'm a tasty delight. Get a taste of the I'm so confident, right? Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Got the juice and it's right. Yeah, I move like a rebel, but I'm cute like a bunny. And I think that it's funny how they hate me and love me. Now I'm breaking the mold. Run the road cause I'm cold. I don't need your approval. Feeling sassy and bold. So what if I'm extra? I'm the craveable type. So what if I'm extra? I'm the craveable type. So what if I'm extra? I'm the craveable type.
Okay. Explain that one, Mary Beth.
I'm not on mute. That's amazing. And I also, Nancy, I think, is also.
Oh, where's Nancy? Oh, there she is. Come on,
Nancy,
turn your camera on.
Hi.
Let's go, Nancy. You work directly on this. I'll let you speak.
Yeah, go for it.
We partnered with Princess Nokia. We did an original track. The team did some phenomenal work at making sure that we pulled in a new demographic and just wanted to refresh the brand from being something dusty to very, very on the edge, and living in a world where women can just take up the space and go out into the world and be authentically themselves. We wanted to use someone who had a platform that was very authentic to themselves. And so we used Princess Nokia. She wrote a song. She wrote it well because she partnered with our agency. She knew how to play the role of saying, hey, by the way, I've worked with brands before, and tried to make sure that it didn't, it hit all the notes for our clients, but ultimately still sounded cool so that when you heard it out in the real world, you didn't think, oh, they just made her say all the RTPs, the ROIs, and all the little acronyms possible. She really made something special for us.
Well, and that's the thing is making sure that the strategy connects with the creative. And I think being much more thoughtful, especially in audio, can be really, really challenging. And I mean, there's got to be different. I was in audio for a long time as I roll my eyes. But the challenge on that is that like different versions, different variations, like the hook maybe needs to do this. That talk about some of those conversations that you had that were like, yeah, maybe this, maybe that, maybe the other thing.
So our team wrote down, I don't know if we have Kat online, but we wrote down these pairings of like all the things that we believed in were important to really grab people's attention on, like how the fabric is yummy, buttery, and soft. And that's just natural language that women use to describe things in general. And like being a snack, being amazing, being like just this different type of language that you don't normally talk about bras and underwear with. And then how did we make it so that it felt that you were comfortable and it didn't feel walked to the line of being weird, but also like felt good and empowering. And just that's how we wanted to make sure when we spoke to her, she felt that she had that creative license to be natural about how she sang about our product, but could incorporate specific touches that felt that our client could really get behind as well. And we toed that line. The client was totally on board. It was like, you did it once. It was amazing. Let's go to the studio, and it was great.
I love it.
It was really natural and organic of a make, which you don't really hear too often in our industry. Usually you have rounds and rounds and rounds, and
everybody's nodding vigorously on that one.
Everyone can probably feel that. But in the reality of it, the client, a top-notch client, top-notch talent, and just a really streamlined process for that particular audio work that we did.
Carolina, I saw you nodding aggressively. Rounds after rounds after rounds.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
What did you think of this work?
I thought it was really cool. It had a really good, edge to it. I thought it was interesting when you described kind of the language part and how we usually express each other and finding a new way of doing that. I think that was super interesting.
Yeah. Lindy?
Sorry, I was on mute.
No,
I
that's okay.
concur with Carolina. It's awesome.
Hmm.
We love a rap song too. We've definitely sold through a few of those. So
Really? What?
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. What? You know what? Here, put a pin in this. Let's do an indie work because, and I don't care if it's work from 5 years ago from Argonaut. I want to see it. We can talk about it. Okay, that's very, very interesting. Mary Beth, from your side, talk a little bit about the client and the impact. And it's not, you know, you've done a lot and you continue to do a lot with this brand. But talk about the client feedback on this, because that's ultimately that's really important. And Nancy touched on the client was stoked. Going even farther, riff off of that and give us a little bit more about the client and the feedback and the results.
Absolutely. So I think what's the genesis of the yummy and all of that language actually came from our team being with the product designers, and we were in their studio and we were feeling the fabric and we were touching it, and those designers were using that language. And when we went back and we just were looking at our brief and we were talking about what we heard and incorporating that specific buttery soft, sort of all of the food references, when we brought that to life, they felt so heard. And the visuals that go with this, I mean, this is just the audio that goes with the spot.
Right.
I mean, we had bunnies, we had cake. So what if we were extra? We were extra, and they loved it, and they saved a lot of the props in their office too, which was kind of fun to see. But it built trust in us because we listened, and I think that was one of the main things that has continued the relationship forward.
Listening. Yes.
But I will also say that music continues to be a really important part of building the brand, because our next brand was Bally, and we use music. We did a spot with Etta James's At Last, and so that was targeting a totally different demographic. But we've definitely incorporated music, audio, sonic branding in a lot of our work. And I really appreciate you recognizing that. Thank you.
No, it's the jury. It's the jury.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Everyone.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna hide all four of you. Don't go away. Don't go away. Excellent work. Excellent work.